Thank you for tuning in to another NetPicks video. And if you have a second, just hit subscribe there and like this video. Any questions or comments, you can pop them below. And I'm going to cover something today that generally gets ignored, and it's about trading mistakes. And we all make them. And if you're a day trader, just by the sheer number of trades that you're going to take over time, you're probably going to make many trading mistakes. Now, newer traders, they're especially prone to mistakes. They may not be fully competent with their software or not understand the potential consequences of trading outside of the trade plan. Now, mistakes are less common for more experienced traders, but they're not immune to them either. Now, I'm not sure that many people would claim that trading mistakes are uncommon or non-existent, but when setting your goals, many people fail to account for the potential cost of these mistakes. And generally, there's two types of trading mistakes you're going to make. One is just a trading error, and that's kind of a glitch in your system. It's not something you did by choice, but just a lack of skill, for example, in using your trading platform. Maybe you selected the wrong entry price, you executed the wrong size, the wrong order type, you bought instead of sold. Now, the key part to trading errors is that whatever they are, they're done unintentionally. Like a fat finger error, they're generally more common in newer traders, but just because you've been trading for a while, don't think that that's not going to happen to you. So tracking and actively working to improve your error rate, that's part of honing your skills as a trader. The second one is an intentional mistake. This is where you intentionally choose to trade in a way that's outside of the rules of your trading plan. It could be trading outside of the normal hours. Maybe you doubled up a position. You traded over an economic news release, for example. So the big difference between the two is, one, you mean to do it. And then you have those that are legitimate errors. And if you don't account for the possibility of trading mistakes, that's a big problem, because you may feel like you have a good understanding of the markets and enough of a decent strategy to be successful, just based on a run of simulated performance. But even if your simulator is close to being an accurate depiction of live performance, in my experience, people are quick to remove losing trades from the results than they are because of errors, and even quicker to forget that they've done it. So in this type of scenario, it's really easy to see that a trader funding their account with $5,000 is in danger of being severely undercapitalized. So the bottom line there is just don't treat your simulated results as if you're going to replicate them. You want to account for mistakes and the intentional errors because you're going to make them. Now, you may be able to get angry with yourself, still do the right thing, but for a lot of us, getting angry is really where things start to unravel. One mistake leads to another, and then over time, it costs a huge amount in account equity. The trouble is, if you don't know what your common mistakes are likely to be, and even more, you're expecting them to happen, you'll essentially be expecting perfection in your trading. And that's a problem for two reasons. You'll be far less accepting of mistakes when they do happen. That's dangerous. Thinking logically. So if you think logically and you understand that mistakes do happen, well, there shouldn't be a problem. When this is the way that you're reacting, the result of not achieving perfection is likely to be fear or even aggression. Fear by getting out early or setting those tiny stops, or aggression by allowing yourself to go on a revenge trading rampage. That's only likely to lead to more costly mistakes. The emotionally driven errors, in my personal experience and from those that come through NetPicks, also tend to be addressed less effectively. So someone who accepts nothing less than perfection each time is highly likely to believe that they're going to achieve it. And with this kind of misconception, it isn't uncommon for a trader to not track the costs of their mistakes at all, or even work to address them. So if you know what your mistakes are, you track their impact, and you have a technique for dealing with them, they are far less likely to result and a catastrophe when they happen. Success in trading is just as much about knowing yourself as it is a trading strategy that works. Look, you're going to make mistakes, and it's okay. And planning for the possibility for those mistakes can help you to be realistic in the assessing the potential performance of a strategy and to identify an amount of capital that you might need. So being able to let go of trading mistakes when they do happen, but you're still working to reduce their frequency, that can save you a huge amount in account equity and, more importantly, emotional capital. Because again, once you mentally begin to unravel, trading can become incredibly painful. So finding that balance of accepting trading mistakes and trying to minimize them, that's not always easy to do. But if you fail to address this at all, it's more likely it's going to cost you every dream that you've ever had with trading.